Our next story, and this one comes from Bloomberg, and Bloomberg reports that Acumen, a US based NGO, has announced an ambitious $1.5 billion investment targeting agricultural technology startups in developing nations. This money to be spent by 2030. The initiative aims to help protect 600 million small scale farmers from climate change impacts and improve yields and income for 40 million farmers. This effort addresses a significant financing gap and climate resilience for small scale farmers who currently receive only 2 billion of the estimated 151 billion needed annually. That's a funding gap if there's ever been one. It seems, if I'm understanding it correctly, Acumen's giving 300 million, but is using that as kind of a hook to generate like real investment in some of these technologies and programs.
I think it's positively brilliant, and you recognize a generational shift in how hunger is dealt with, namely that we're not showing up. You know how this looks 30 years ago? Giant ships show up with containers of food, half of which spoil before they reach that last mile. And eventually you dropped a one-time shipment of aid. And then you have to do that again. You create dependency on Western philanthropy. And it's actually a ruinous cycle because it drops down the grain prices, the local prices for the farmers who can't compete with free. It's interesting to look now going forward, like this directionally is correct.
I do think the sector's come such a long way in looking at systems based approaches to food security as opposed to kind of like the band aid solutions of just dropping in food assistance.